Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to bring you some Pine Tar Baseball Card and Dice. Makes everything nice. A couple of teams from the newly purchased Great Team Set 2 that you can get from Kurt Berglund. You just have to email Kurt to either order the card set printed or the PDF. And the two teams we're going to take a look at, the 1919 Chicago White Sox, aka the Black Sox for fixing the World Series, against the 1916 Boston Red Sox and George Herman Babe Ruth. So it's Eddie Cicotte on the mound for the Pale Hose, taking on the Rouge Color Sox, and Babe Ruth is up on the bump for Boston. 1919 Chicago White Sox won the American League with a record of 88-52, and then through the World Series as they lost to the Cincinnati Reds and would forever be known as the Black Sox. While the 1916 Boston Red Sox would win the World Series, go 91-63, and yes, 2 ties due to darkness, with the help of an up-and-coming pitcher named George Herman Babe Ruth. So Eddie Cicotte, 29-7 with a 1.82 ERA, takes on Babe Ruth, 23-12 with a 1.75 ERA. I like to say, welcome to Fenway Park, Bears Den 007, as he says hello again. Hello, is it me you're looking for? And our good friend Tony Porter, C&D TV. Aha, began playing, I believe he means Pine Tar, today. 86 Mets versus the 65 Dodgers. Ooh, that's a good matchup. Who are the starters in that? My guess would be Koufax for the Dodgers and Gooden for the Mets. All right, let's get to the starting lineups and roll some Pine Tar Baseball. We will not be using the green decider die. We're just going to go red as the 10-digit, white as the single digit, and then when necessary, we will roll the blue. For the visiting Chicago White Sox of 1919, leading off playing right field, Nemo LeBold. Batting second, playing second, Eddie Collins. Playing third, batting third, Buck Weaver for the White Sox. The cleanup hitter in left field, Shoeless Joe Jackson. Batting fifth in center field, Happy Felch. Playing first, batting sixth, Chick Gandel. At short, batting seventh, Swede Risberg. Doing the catching, batting eighth, Ray Schalk. And Eddie Cicotte will bat ninth and pitch. As Tony Porter of C&D TV, check out that marvelous card and dice baseball channel. Lots of different baseball games there. And he does say Gooden versus Koufax. That is an epic matchup. I love epic pitching matchups. To me, it's like boxing matches. Now for the 1916 Boston Red Sox. In right field, leading things off, Harry Hooper. Batting second, playing short, Everett Scott. Playing first, batting third, Dick Hoblitzell. Hoblitzell. I have no clue how to pronounce his name. We'll say Hoblitzell. Dick Hoblitzell. Sounds like something you need to go to the doctor for. The cleanup hitter in center field, Tilly Walker. Batting fifth at third base, Larry Gardner. Duffy Lewis is in center. He'll bat 6th. Batting 7th, doing the catching, Pinch Thomas. At second, batting 8th, Jack Berry. Batting 9th, on the mound, George Herman, Babe Ruth. So here we go. As Ruth is on the mound, Ruth, maximum innings pitched before any modification, 8, automatic strikeout on 77. At home, he's an A+ all the way through the game. Eddie Cicotte for the visiting 1919 Chicago White Sox on the road starts off as an A+, and after the first, and then when he gets to the third time through the order, when he starts that, he drops to an A. He has no automatic walks or strikeouts. Maximum innings pitched before modifications, 8. Nemo Leopold, left-hand batting right fielder, steps to the plate. Against left-handed throwing Babe Ruth, he reaches safely. Wow, he is awful against lefties, but I went with the most commonly used lineup, and he's going to be an out. I should have put someone else in there. Too late now. Here's the pitch to Leopold. And that is a 90. Leopold does make contact. Fly ball to left field. Out number 1, making the catch is Duffy Lewis. So there's 1 out. As next time we should pay attention, Al. He should not be in left field. You know what? Let's bring the out marker down here. Cut. Paste. There we go. Let's bring that down here. So there's 1 down for Eddie Collins. Collins, the White Sox second baseman. Ruth nods his head. He fires into Eddie Collins. That's a 42. How do you do against left-handed pitching? That's going to be a ground ball to first. Up with it for the Red Sox is Hoblitzel, and he tosses to Ruth covering the bag, and there's 2 away. Scoring at home, 3-1. So 2 outs, no one on for Bucky Weaver. Weaver, right-handed, actually a switch hitter. He'll bat righty against the left-handed throwing Ruth. Against lefties, he reaches safely 0 through 33. Ruth looks in at Thomas. Thomas sets the target. The pitch to Buck Weaver. That's a 77. Swing and a miss. Automatic strikeout on the Babe Ruth card. So a 1-2-3 inning tossed up by George Herman, Babe Ruth. We go to the bottom of the first at Fenway. No score. Eddie Cicotte, looking to duplicate the feat of Ruth, steps to the mound to take his warm-up tosses. He'll face Harry Hooper, then Scott and Hoblitzel. So here's Harry Hooper, right fielder. Cicotte is a right-handed thrower. Hooper reaches against righties 0 through 36. The pitch to Harry Hooper from Eddie Cicotte, a Massachusetts native. That's a 63. Hooper makes contact, bangs it to Risberg at short, who fires to Chick Gandell. 1 down. 6-3 if you're scoring at home. You should. It's good for the brain. So there's 1 away for Everett Scott. The Boston shortstop against righties reaches safely 0 through 29. The pitch from Cicotte to Scott. That's a 35. Bounding ball to Chick Gandell. He has it. Tosses to Cicotte covering the bag. And there are 2 down. So Eddie Cicotte. 2 ground balls, 2 outs. He's probably throwing that spitter there. Beatles Eternally has joined us at Fenway. Check out that wonderful channel, Baseball and Music. And Bears Den 007 is here, along with C&D TV with Tony Porter, another very fun channel. Check that out. And MV, a.k.a. Mouse in the House. 2 outs, base is empty for Dick Hoblitzel. The pitch to Hoblitzel. That's a 27, and that will be a walk. So Holblitzel keeps the inning alive by working the base on balls. Robbie Wartburg is here. Hope all is well. Robbie, thank you for joining us. Check out his channel. Robbie did an excellent video on Out of the Ballpark Baseball mobile app, which is a fine, free game. Free. You get 3 free seasons on your phone. It's incredible. All right, that will bring up the cleanup hitter, center fielder Tilly Walker. Right in righty-righty matchups, Tilly reaches 0 through 26. Holblitzel takes his lead. The pitch to Tilly Walker from Eddie Cicotte. Tilly Walker sends that ball hard to third. Weaver has it across the diamond to Chick Gandel, and the side is retired. The walk does not hurt. We are through 1, no score here in Fenway. We go to the top of the second. Due up for the White Sox in the second, Shoeless Joe Jackson, Happy Felch, and Chick Gandel to face George Herman, Babe Ruth. Ruth retired. The White Sox won 2-3 in the first. Can he do it again in the second? We shall see in a moment. Here's Shoeless Joe Jackson. Jackson against left-handed pitching reaches safely 0 through 35. Ruth looks in, nods his head. He rocks and deals to the shoeless one. That's a 19, and that's going to be an 19 is a single, and that's going to be an infield hit because Shoeless Joe Jackson is not a slow runner, making the play at short for Boston is Everett Scott, but he just eats the ball. So Jackson is on. He's a moderate runner, so that is an infield single. Jackson at first. No outs for Happy Felch. Felch against lefties. 0 through 34. We're going to let him swing away. Red Sox hoping for 2. Ruth deals to Happy Felch. That's a 33. That will not be a walk. First base is occupied, and Ruth is an A-plus pitcher, so it's a 2-0 count. Felch steps back in the box. He awaits the Ruth offering. Pitch homeward bound. 58 to Happy Felch. Felch will hit that ball to short. Scott will come up with it. That will not be a double play ball. So an 8, and advancing to second is Shoeless Joe Jackson. The only play for Scott is to first, as he had to go deep into the hole to his left, pivot and fired to Holblitzel. But advancing to second is Shoeless Joe Jackson, because that 8 ball hit to short, 8 and 9, put out 3 runner advances. So no force out. So Felch is out 6-3. Jackson moves to second. There's 1 out. So good hustle by Shoeless Joe Jackson. Now bring up Chick Gandel, the first baseman. Ruth peeks over his shoulder as they try to keep Jackson close. Now he looks in at Thomas, the catcher. The pitch to Chick Gandel. That's a 66. You get your kicks on Route 66. If this is hit 66, if this is hit to a negative fielder, it is a base hit. Chick Gandel against lefties, 66. That's hit the third. The third baseman is Gardner. He is a negative fielder. He makes a dive. It is by him into left. The 6 here on a hit on the even roll. Can score. Shoeless Joe Jackson, he's a moderate base runner. Ball's hit to left. Fielding it is Lewis. He has an average arm. He's going to throw to the plate. He needs a 10 or under, and he will not get it. Shoeless Joe Jackson scores 1-0. So the range came into play there for the Red Sox. Gardner is a negative fielder. Again, the 66 against lefties. Let's double check. That ball's hit the third. So a clutch hit by Chick Gandel, 1-0 White Sox. As Shoeless Joe Jackson scores. And Gandel picks up the ribby. So Shoeless Joe Jackson scores. Chick Gandel's at first, clapping his hands. Obviously, they don't have the fix-in on this one. It's 1-0 White Sox, still with one out. In the top of the second. That'll bring up Swede Risberg, the shortstop. Against lefties, he reaches 0 through 37. The pitch to the Swede from the Babe, that's an 11. That could be a single. Let's double check here. Now, if it's hit to a positive fielder, Boston will rob the hit. For this one, we re-roll to see where it's hit. 49 of 49 is hit to center field. I don't think he's a positive fielder, though. Center field is Walker. He's a neutral fielder. That ball will drop in. Advancing to second and stopping is Chick Gandel. Walker made a good bid on it. But Risberg gets a single. First and second, one out, 1-0, 19-19 White Sox. Here's the number 8 batter, Ray Schalk. On deck, Eddie Cicotte. The pitch to Ray Schalk. The catcher, that's an 84. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Out number 2. As Walker makes the catch. Fly ball center field. Do we want to try to tag? No. We're not going to try to tag there. That'll bring up the pitcher, Eddie Cicotte. 2 outs, 2 on for Cicotte. Cicotte 0 through 24 to get a on base. Ruth deals to his counterpart, Eddie Cicotte. He's going to get him out. That's a 73. Cicotte does make contact. Lazy fly ball to right. Coming in is the Boston right fielder, Harry Hooper. He makes the grab, and the side is retired. But the White Sox do get one. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Chicago. Eddie Cicotte will pick up his glove and go back out to the mound. We'd like to say hello to Philip Reynolds, who's joining us here at Fenway, and Steeler Fan 1933, a.k.a. Matt, as well as Sports Time Machine, our good friend Mr. Utah Mike. Check out that wonderful channel. Had a 1920 baseball game on with the White Sox. Very fun to listen to at work. Before I was called away, had to do something. All right, bottom of the second, due up for the Red Sox. Gardner, Lewis, and Thomas to face Eddie Cicotte. Larry Gardner, the third baseman against righties, reaches 0 through 37. The pitch from Cicotte to Gardner, that is a 32, and that is a walk. So Cicotte issues his second walk, tying run at first in Larry Gardner. Duffy Lewis, the left fielder, steps to the plate. Thomas on deck. Followed by Ruth. And this time, Duffy Lewis will bunt. We need an 89 or under. Unfreaking believable. Al Red Sox fan, if you ever want him to roll for a sure sacrifice, what seems like a sure sacrifice or a sure stolen base, don't let me roll. That's a 92. A horrible bunt. We needed an 89 and under. We roll a 92. It's a horrible bunt. They're going to get Larry Gardner at second, so he's out. Reaching on the fielder's choice. Failed bunt, even roll. One to 6. So quickly fielding it was Cicotte. He pivoted and fired to Risberg. And they get Gardner at second. Lewis reaches on the fielder's choice. Bunt. 1-6. So a horrible bunt by Lewis. He takes over at first base. As we try to play small ball there. 1 out, 1 on. For Boston, they trail by 1. Here's the catcher, Pinch Thomas. Thomas against righties reaches 0 through 38. The pitch to Pinch. From Eddie Cicotte, that's a 73. What will it be? We shall see. That's a fly ball to right field. Moving to his left, reaching out and making the catch for the White Sox is Nemo Liebold. And there are 2 down. Retreating back to first is Duffy Lewis. 2 outs. Bottom of the second. 1-0 White Sox. And that will bring up George Herman, Babe Ruth. Nope, doesn't. Jack Barry, the second baseman. He's awful when it comes to the plate. Actually, he's not dreadful. 0 through 28. The pitch to Barry. Lewis off on contact. And as I mock Jack Barry, he gives me the double bird. That is a 0-7, and that will be a single. Lewis will stop at second on the odd roll, as that is a single to center. And now that will bring up the youngster, the pitcher, George Herman, Babe Ruth. Ruth reaches safely 0 through 29. Can he help his own cause? Cicotte putting a lot of crap on the ball. He pitches to the Babe, and he's going to get the Babe. That's a 69. Ruth grounds it to third. Up with it is Weaver across the diamond to Chick Gandel. The side is retired. The Red Sox strand 2, scoring at home 5-3. We are through 2 here at Fenway. 1-0, the 1919 White Sox over the 1916 Red Sox. Pine Tar Baseball, great teams 2 set. If you're interested, you can email Kurt Berglund. Check out the video we did with Kurt last week for all the information, or just go to his channel. Top of the third, top of the order for the White Sox, Nemo Liebold, who should not be playing because I didn't pay attention. I just went to Baseball Reference. I didn't even pay attention to the card. I go, well, he leads off most of the time. He's horrible against left-handed pitching. Only a 7% chance of getting on. 0 for 1, he flew out to left. The pitch to Nemo. That's a 38. He makes contact, grounds it to second for out number 1. Making the play for the Red Sox at second base was Barry. Liebold is 0 for 2. Base is empty. 1 out for Eddie Collins. Collins grounded to first. Ruth looks in at Thomas. The pitch to Eddie Collins. 92, how do you do? Fly ball to left. Waiting for it. And making a basket catches Lewis. Wow, he's kind of mocking Happy Felch, the center fielder for the White Sox. There's some animosity between these two teams. So there's 2 down now. For Bucky Weaver, the number 3 batter, he was a strikeout victim against George Herman, Babe Ruth. The pitch to Buck from the Babe. That's a 43. It was a 43. And he's going to make contact. Ground ball to first. Backhanding it is Hoblitzel, and he'll toss overhanded to Ruth, who steps on the bag, and 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Buck Weaver's now 0 for 2 as he grounds out 3-1. We go to the bottom of the third here at Fenway. 1-0, Chicago White Sox of 1919. SDG Replays has joined us at Fenway. Check out that channel. He was doing some football today. Solitaire Pro Football. He also had a nice religious reading, which I'll have to catch the rest of. I just caught a little bit. along with Christopher Slovic, wonderful, wonderful YouTube channel, another fine content creator in our very fun community. Bottom of the third, 1-0 White Sox. Due up for the 1916 Red Sox, top of the order, Hooper, Scott, and Hoblitzel. Here's Harry Hooper, 0 for 1. He grounded to short. Cicotte's going to throw the poop pitch to Harry Hooper. 25 to Hooper. That's a pitcher modification, normally a walk. And this is only the second time through the lineup. He's still an A-plus pitcher. I know that's a strikeout, and it is. So the knuckle spitter thingy dances and dives, and the umpire says strike 3 looking. Harry Hooper does not like that, but he goes back to the bench, grumbling and a mumbling. 1 away for the 1916 Red Sox in the bottom of the third. That'll bring up Everett Scott. Scott's 0 for 1. The pitch from Cicotte to Scott, 52. How do you do? Righty-righty matchup. Ground ball to Risberg at short. He fires to Chick Gandel, 2 away. So Cicotte has his stuff a-working. Cicotte 29-7 with a 1.82 earned run average. 2 outs, base is empty for the first baseman, Dick Hoblitzel. Hoblitzel walked his first time up. The pitch to Hoblitzel from Cicotte, that's a 37, and that's going to be a range play, and stealing one from our good friend Kurt Berglund. Get to the kitchen, it's a range check. The blue die will come into play. It'll tell us if it's an error. 6, I don't think the White Sox have anyone that horrific in the field. Yes, they do. The right fielder is a 7 and under, so if it's hit to right, he will boot the ball. 59. That ball is hit to short. Risberg knocks it down, picks it up, fires low, scooped out of the dirt by Chick Gandel, and the side is retired. Top of the fourth, 1-0, the 19 Chicago White Sox over the 1916 Boston Red Sox. Due up for the White Sox, Jackson, Felch, and Chick Gandel to face George Herman, Babe Ruth. Christopher Slovic says, hey, MV, tonight I'm going to speed up my Legends World Cup and speed past qualifying. Tonight, Thailand time, I'll do the World Cup selection show. Excellent. So remember, if you can't catch it live, please check it out later. Also, subscribe to these wonderful content creators such as Christopher Slovic, SDG Replay, Sports Time Machine, Beatles Eternally, Philip Reynolds. I think I got all the content creators in the chat. And also, when you jump into our chats, please say hello to the wonderful, wonderful members of our community. They may not have content, or they don't do a lot of it, but they're really good guys. Also, check out C&D TV. Subscribe. Tony Porter, C&D TV. Lots of big baseball fans and illuminaries in the chat. I greatly thank you for your time. All right, Shoeless Joe Jackson, top of the fourth, 1-0 White Sox. The Shoeless one is 0 for 1. No, he had an infield hit and scored the only run. He's 1 for 1. The Babe deals to Shoeless Joe Jackson. That's a 24, and that's going to be a single. He's going to be 2 for 2, so he has the Bambino's number as he singles to center. First hit was that of an infield variety. So Jackson is at first. Happy Felch comes to the plate. Do we dare try to roll for a bunt here? 77 and under. Felch will bunt. And there I go again. 77 and under. It's incredible. It's incredible. I can't make this up. It's an 88. 77% chance of success. The other one was an 89% chance of success, and I rolled a 92. I rolled an 88. And that's a failed bunt on... That's going to be a pop-out double play. on doubles. Unbelievable. Oh my God. Failed bunt, and you roll doubles. Pop out double play, 1-5. So there are 2 outs as Happy Felch foobars the bunt. He felched it, making the play as he bunted it. It was more like a line drive bunt right back to Ruth, who threw to first. It can't be 1-5. We'll say 1-4. And there are 2 down. Wow. So that's a bunt, double play, 1-4. Covering on the wheel play as the corners were charging was the second baseman, Barry. So that went Ruth to Barry. And there are 2 away. I don't think we'll be rolling for many more sacrifice bunts. Sacrifice bunts are like watching my place kickers in the sim football games. Incredible. That'll bring up Chick Gandel, no outs. Gandel's 1 for 1. He's knocked in the only run. The pitch to Chick from Babe Ruth. And the Bambino deals a 74. That's going to get him out of this inning. Fly ball right field. Harry Hooper coming in. He makes the catch. And the side is retired, as Babe Ruth made a great play on that bunt for the double play. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0 White Sox. Due up for the 1916 Red Sox, Walker, Gardner, and Lewis. As Eddie Cicotte goes out to the mound to take his warm-up tosses. And here is Tilly Walker, the center fielder. Tilly, 0 for 1 with a ground out. Cicotte looks in at Schalk. Schalk sets the target. The pitch to Tilly Walker. That's a 26 for Tilly, and that will be a walk. Good job by Tilly Walker, living up to his name. As he trots down to first base, he represents the tying run. Larry Gardner comes up with a bunt chance of 73% success. Duffy Lewis is up next, followed by Barry. We're going to try it again. Here's a sacrifice bunt, and incredibly, it works. So we're 1 for 3 on sacrifice bunt rolls. Advancing to second is Walker. It is a successful bunt with an even roll. Fielding it is the third baseman. And he fires to the second baseman, covering first on the wheel play. So that goes Weaver to Collins, but advancing to second is Walker, so the sack is good. 5-4. 1 out, tying run in scoring position for the 1919 Red Sox. They trail 1-0. So good job by Gardner. That brings up Duffy Lewis. First base is open. Thomas on deck, followed by Barry. They'll pitch to Duffy Lewis. Cicotte looks over to second. Now in at Schalk. The pitch to Duffy Lewis. 94, so a good pitch by Eddie Cicotte, the knuckle spitter thingy. 94. That ball is lifted to left. Coming in to make the catch is Shoeless Joe Jackson. Holding at second is Tilly Walker. 2 down. Walker will be off on contact. And here's Pinch Thomas on deck. The man with the only hit for the Red Sox, the weak hitting Everett Berry. The second, is it Everett Berry? Jack Berry, the second baseman. But can Pinch Thomas get a hit in the pinch? Cicotte looks in. Schalk sets the target. The pitch to Pinch Thomas. A 42. How do you do? Swing and a miss. Batter. Nasty knuckle curve spitter. Walker stranded in scoring position. That's the second strikeout for Eddie Cicotte. We go to the top of the 5th. 1-0 White Sox. We got a hell of a pitcher's duel going on here at Fenway. Dead ball baseball. With big names, though. With big names. I like it. So Pinch Thomas made the last out. Babe Ruth back to the mound. The Bambino will face the bottom third of the order. Risberg, Schalk, and Eddie Cicotte. Risberg 1-for-1 with a single. The Bambino is ready. The pitch to the Swede. And that is a 0-6. Swede Risberg is going to double to the gap. And he is 2-for-2. A gap double for Swede Risberg. Left center field. Big insurance run. Ray Schalk steps to the plate. Schalk, 74% chance of a sacrifice, but Cicotte on deck. Schalk batted .282. Fly ball, if they could advance, Risberg should score him. 1-0. They're going to go sacrifice here, and it's a good sacrifice that will advance Risberg to third on the 26th, fielding the ball for the Red Sox on the sac bunt. Is a third baseman as he was charging in. Only play was to first. So Risberg advances to third. Schalk. Sac bunt. 5-4. So that was Gardner to Barry. 1 out. Top of the 5th. Risberg is at third. Eddie Cicotte comes to the plate. We will not play in. Hoping for a strikeout. Cicotte, he can 28 through 42 is a K. If we play the infield in, we're going to play normal. We're going to play normal and hope that Ruth can strike out Cicotte. The pitch to Eddie Cicotte. 71. I think this ball's hitting the air anyway. And it is. It's hit to right. So Eddie Cicotte might drive in a run here. Making the catch is Harry Hooper. Second time he's flown out to Hooper. Ball hit to right field. Risberg will tag. 65 and under, he scores. Above 65, he holds unless it's 77, 88, or 99. He's out. Here's the throw by Harry Hooper, and it's an 18. It's up the line, and Risberg scores easily. 2-0 on the sac fly. And run batted in by Eddie Cicotte. So that's small ball, baby. 2 outs and 2-0 now. White Sox over the Red Sox. Bases are empty. Cicotte, a very happy camper as he helped out his own cause. Top of the order for Nemo Leibold. The pitch to Leibold, 65. He is out, grounding to third. And the side is retired. Making the play was Gardner for Boston. But the Chicago White Sox tack another one up. Bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Chicago. Now, Ruth has given up 2 runs. He can still go his 8. He can actually go more than 8 as long as he does not allow another run. And again, that's at my discretion. All game rules when it comes to pitching are at your discretion, in my opinion. Bottom of the 5th, Eddie Cicotte back up on the bump. Now with a 2-run lead, will face Barry, Ruth, and Harry Hooper. So, after Barry and Ruth, Eddie Cicotte will be going through the order for a third time. His pitching grade will go from an A+ to an A. Here's the pitcher, Jack Barry. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Cicotte to Barry. It's a 26 for Jack. And he is hit by the pitch. Oh, that was a knuckle curve spitter that Barry just let hit him, which was smart on his part. So Jack Barry's been on twice after I much maligned him. And here is George Herman, Babe Ruth, the Babe, the Bambino. Can he help his own cause? He's 0 for 1. White Sox playing for 2. Cicotte looks in at Schalk. He rocks and deals to George Herman, Babe Ruth. That's an 81. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center. Felch makes the catch. Barry retreats back to first. The Bambino is 0 for 2. 2-0 Chicago. 1 out, 1 on for Harry Hooper. He's 0 for 2. A ground out and a strikeout. Cicotte to Harry Hooper. That's a 24. And that will be... could have been a walk, except he's an A-grade pitcher. And with a man at first, that turns into 2 balls. We do it again. Again, he deals to Harry Hooper. A much better result. Again, that's where the pitching grades come in to save these pitchers. 79, fly ball to right. That's going to be out number 2. How do you do? Making the catch in right field is Liebold for the White Sox. Retreating to first once again is Barry. Harry Hooper is 0 for 3. Jim L. has joined us. Hope all is well, Jim L. 2 outs. Jack Barry at first, Everett Scott at the plate representing the tying run. He needs some extra base magic here. Low roll. Cicotte nods his head. Schalk sets the target. The pitch to Everett Scott. 44. Oh, that's a rare play. And again, we're not doing anything crazy. I don't set up the whole game to get guys thrown out. I mean, if it's arguing balls and strikes, we might do that one. But all right, we're not doing rain delays or any of that. 44, we go to the event chart. 08. 08. Yeah, we're not doing game delayed 2 hours. So 44, we'll just go with the result, as I'm not taking my pitchers out. 44 will be an out. That is a ground out to second. So after a foul ball, Everett Scott grounds out to second, 4-3. Side is retired. Walker gets to first. Barry gets to first, but no farther. We go to the top of the 6th. 2 up for the White Sox. Collins, Weaver, and Jackson. Ruth back to the mound. So far, the Red Sox don't have an answer to Eddie Cicotte. There's a good discussion coming on about the 1919 Black Sox. Beatles Eternally says Babe Ruth, Harry Hooper, Ray Schalk, Eddie Collins, all Hall of Famers. All right, here we go. Top of the 6th. Ruth will face Collins, Weaver, and Jackson. The pitch to Eddie Collins from Babe Ruth. 0-3, and that is going to be a double. So Eddie Collins finds a gap, left center field. Slides into second, throw not in time. And here come the White Sox again. Buck Weaver to the plate. 84% chance of a successful bunt. And that's what he's going to do. And he has it. So now we're getting the bunt rolls down. Collins moves to third on the sack. Bunt by Buck Weaver. Odd successful roll. So that's fielded by the first charging first baseman. Holblitzel, he pivots and throws. His only play was the wheel play. And Barry steps on the first base bag. So that's 3-4 on the successful bunt. That sends Eddie Collins to third. And now I think we'll have to play the infield in. So the infield is in. I have my rule up. You subtract 2 from the white die. You cannot get a double play. Well, he's at third anyway. All right, here we go. Infield in. Shoeless Joe Jackson's 2 for 2. The pitch to the Shoeless Joe. 70. 70, excuse me. That's a 70, so it doesn't matter. Infield in. Sometimes I'm... Fly ball to right. As Jackson does his J-O-B. Lifting it to right field. Harry Hooper lining himself up. He needs a high roll here. Eddie Collins tagging from third. And he will score on the 58. And it is 3-0 White Sox as they continue to manufacture runs. That's a sack to right field and a run batted in for Shoeless Joe Jackson. 3-0 Chicago. 2 outs. I apologize. I sometimes forget to change the outs quickly. Base is empty for Happy Felch, the cleanup hitter. He's 0 for 2. He had a miserable bunt attempt that turned into a double play. The pitch to Happy Felch. 29 to Happy Felch against left-handed pitching is a walk. So Happy Felch keeps the inning alive. Ruth can now only go 8 innings. He's given up 3 runs. Again, that's at my discretion. Rich Strickler says, how does Pine Tar compare to the realism of Strat? I like Pine Tar. I don't compare games. Play the games you like. I'm not going to get into the comparing. To me, it's a fun game. I play Strat. I've never played APA. I've watched people play APA. I like them all. Play the games you like. That's what I say. I'm not in the compare and contrast business. Because all that happens is people get all pissy and moany. I play the games I like. I like Stratomatic and I like Pine Tar. I've played a little bit of Payoff Pitch. But play the games you like. I think all those games have realistic engines. What I like about Pine Tar, I like the great team sets. I also have 3 seasons. I have 1972. And I don't do season replays, card and dice. I don't have the patience for it. I like to do just matchups and play that. I've not seen any unrealistic results in Pine Tar baseball, in my opinion, nor with any of the other games, such as Stratomatic. And I've watched APA, so I don't think that those games are unrealistic. All very solid games, good games, very good game engines. Jack Dawson, how you doing? I hope I answered your question, Rich. You play the games you like, everybody. I watched Earl from Oklahoma do the 1973 Red Sox replay using, and you can find that on Tabletop. I forgot what they changed their name to. It used to be Tabletop Baseball. It could be Tabletop Sports now. If you go back far enough, you can find he did every third game in the Red Sox series for 1973. The results were very realistic if you want to, check that out. But all the game engines are realistic. I mean, again, when someone's comparing this to that, do you ever get anything out of whack? If, the 1960 Red Sox in any game are going to suck, and Ted Williams is still going to do good because he's Ted Williams. You're welcome, Rich. I like the games I play. APA, again, I've never played APA. I've watched it. This is close. I mean, I've played replay baseball, but I have it on the PC. So that's like an APA-ish clone. But you can roll your own dice, which is cool. So I like that. I don't think I would play replay baseball card in too many charts. maybe I'd get used to it. So I like rolling the dice, and then the computer looks up the charts. So anyway, hope that answered it. Thank you for joining us, Rich, and everyone else. Remember to check out Jack Dawson's wonderful channel. I forgot where I am. All right, 2 outs, 3-0 White Sox. That's an insurmountable lead. This Red Sox team, they have not been able to touch Eddie Cicotte. Felch is at first after he walked. Here's the pitch to Chick Gandel. Chick Gandel's 1 for 2. He has a run batted in. With a single, he's flown out to right. The pitch to Chick Gandel, that is an 11. An 11 would be a single, but if it's hit, now we re-roll. If it's hit to a positive fielder, it's an out. 53, that ball is hit to center field, and oh, nuts. Why do I always think Harry Hooper's a center fielder? He's positive, but he's in right. So that's going to drop in. Diving attempt by Walker. It drops in. Advancing to second and holding is Happy Felch. So Chick Gandel's 2 for 3. They must have bet on the White Sox today. His 2 hits are singles. 2 outs, 2 on, 3-0 White Sox for Swede Risberg. Risberg's 2 for 2, a single and a double, and he scored. The pitch to the Swede from the Bambino, that's a 97. It will get the Bambino out of the inning. Line shot right at the first baseman, Holblitzel. But the White Sox get another run. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 3-0, the 1919 White Sox over the 1916 Red Sox. And what seems to be, to me, an insurmountable lead now. Eddie Cicotte has been untouchable. Risberg lined out. Yes, he did. Okay. What I like also about Pine Tar, if you don't want to buy and most of the time I do buy the printed, but because I bought a lot of card stock it wasn't really, it was an okay sale, but we have a new printer. I've been printing them, and I'm using 100, I think it's 110. Is it 110? Hold on a second. Let me check that out. It is, 110-pound card stock. And, it's not bad at all. See, sound solid. So I can print PDFs, and I can print the teams at my leisure. So I like that. As Beatles, he loves APA. Jim L, I love APA. So yeah, APA, they're all good games. They're all good games. I mean, there's some games, that you might not like, and that's cool. That's cool. But don't poo-poo other people's games. You just like other games better, and that's fine. So you can turn it into a positive conversation of what you like about the game that you choose to play. Good God. I have Jesus in me tonight. Man, am I polite. It's good to have Jesus in you. Due up for the Red Sox, down by 3. Holblitzel, Walker, and Gardner against Eddie Cicotte. Holblitzel 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out. The pitch to Dick Holblitzel, and he's going to be out here. That's a 74. Right-handed pitcher, fly ball to right. Making the catch for the White Sox is Liebold. Again, that is a horrible move I made. I went to Baseball Reference. I really didn't pay attention. Liebold is awful against lefties on this card. I should have never started him. Well, definitely not pitched him, played him first. Batted him first, excuse me. So 1 down as Cicotte continues to use his questionable spitter scuffball tactics. All perfectly legal, though, in this game. RJL518, hope all is well. Check out that wonderful channel. Had a tremendous, I'm not going to give it away, tremendous game between the Dodgers and the Astros in his version of 1976 playoffs. It's like an expanded playoffs. It's a lot of fun. So check it out, RJL518. As he says, 110-pound card stock is what I use to print out fringe players for inside pitch. Yeah, it's good stuff. And again, normally, because I bought all this card stock, I said I might as well use it. Here's Tilly Walker. The pitch to Tilly. 0-2. Tilly's going to smack that for a triple. So finally, the fans here in Boston have something to cheer for. He's now 1 for 2 with a walk as he smacks a triple down the right field line, and it rattled around. And by the time Leibold corrals it, sliding into third safely after the relay throw is Tilly Walker. 1 out, Walker at third. And that will bring up the third baseman, Larry Gardner. Gardner has walked. He's actually 0 for 0 because he's walked and had a sack bunt. No sacking now. Cicotte needs the bear down. He's been very, very good. The pitch from Eddie Cicotte to Larry Gardner, 55. That's going to be an out. So Gardner on the 55 hits the ball to second. The run might score from third. Obviously, we're not going to play the infield in there. 55, runner not on first. Ball's hit to second, and the run scores. 1 through 9, only a 0. If we rolled a 0 here, would have held the runner at third. So the triple, a ground out. The Red Sox are on the board. They trail by 2 now. It's 3-1 Chicago. 4-3. Gardner gets a run batted in. Boston is only down by 2. 2 outs. Again, I apologize for... I say how many outs, but sometimes I forget to change it on the scoreboard. Bases are empty. 2 outs for Duffy Lewis. If he gets on, Thomas will come to the plate in a pinch. The pitch from Cicotte to Duffy Lewis, 43. What will it be? We shall see. Bounding ball to second. Collins over to Gandel, and the side is retired, but the Red Sox do plate 1. We go to the top of the 7th, 3-1 White Sox. D. Scott Howard, how you doing? Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. I have a nice lively crowd here. Beatles, are you doing a game after? Beatles likes to do... He does a lot of cool games. A lot of dead ball for our good friend Ken Castro. Ken doesn't come to my chats anymore. How is Kenny? Hope all is well with Ken. Top of the 7th, 3-1 White Sox. Ruth back out on the bump will face Schalk, Cicotte, and Leibold. Ruth, as long as there's no modification, is an A+ all the way through the game with an automatic strikeout at 77. Here's Ray Schalk, 0 for 1 with a sac bunt. The pitch to the White Sox catcher, 67 left-handed pitcher. Grounder to short. That's going to be out number 1. Making the play for the Red Sox was Scott as he fires it to first. Ruth has pitched well, but Eddie Cicotte has pitched better. 1 out, no one on top of... No, I'm sorry, for Eddie Cicotte now. Cicotte is 0 for 1. He does have a sac fly to right and a run batted in. The pitch to Eddie Cicotte, that's a 46. Cicotte makes contact, grounds it to first. Holblitzel has it, waves off Ruth. Ruth takes it to the bag himself, and there are 2 down. You know what's funny? One of my favorite players now is DeGrom, right? Jason DeGrom. I always mess up his first name, so DeGrom. And he's out now with an arm injury. You know, they baby all these pitchers, and yet they always get these arm injuries. It's too bad because he's fun to watch. He's the best pitcher in the game. And, well, for me, he's my, like I just said, one of my favorite players. 2 outs, base is empty. Top of the order, Nemo Leibold, only a 7% chance of getting on. And he almost, that's a 90. That's a 90. He's out. Red then white. 90, he makes contact, fly ball to left. Waiting for it and making the catch is Lewis. The side is retired. Nemo Leibold should not be hitting leadoff against lefties. I will remember that in the future. I should not have done that. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 3-1 Chicago. Cicotte back to the mound. Eddie will face the bottom third, Thomas, Barry, and Ruth. Red Sox trail by 2. Do they have any magic in them? We shall find out. Or will Eddie Cicotte continue to damper the Red Sox bats? Here's Pinch Thomas. The catcher is 0 for 2, a flyout and a strikeout. The pitch to Pinch Thomas. 61, that's not going to get it done as he bangs it to short. Risberg throws to Chick Gandel. And Thomas is 0 for 3. 1 down in the bottom of the 7th for the Red Sox. Jack Barry is 1 for 1, a single and a walk. The pitch to Barry. 0-0 for Jack Barry. Should be a double, but Eddie Cicotte's grade is an A. So we look at the double, and that will turn into a walk. So the ball is foul, and then laced down the line foul. No, that's A+. He's an A now. It's a single. It turns into a single, so good job cutting it off as that ball was ripped to center before it hit the gap. Quickly firing it back in is Happy Felch. So again, a double on the 0-0 roll, but it's a derivative of 5, so 0 through 50. You go to the pitcher's grade, and it's now an A instead of an A+. I looked at an A+ first, and it's a single. He's 2 for 2, the much maligned Jack Barry. And that brings up George Herman, Babe Ruth. If he rolls a 0-1, we have a tie game. Ruth will hit for himself. Cicotte looking for the double play ball as Collins and Risberg pinch the middle. The pitch to the Bambino, George Herman, Babe Ruth. It's a 49 for the Bambino. He does make contact. Grounds it to first. The only play is to first. We'll just double check on that. Yes, it is. Advancing to second with 2 outs now is Barry. As taking it to the bag himself was Chick Gandel. So Ruth is out. 2 outs, top of the order for Harry Hooper. Hooper's 0 for 3. A ground out, a strikeout, and a flyout. Barry will be off on contact. The pitch to Harry Hooper, 32, and that is a walk. First base is not occupied, so that is a walk. The pitcher grade will not help Eddie Cicotte there. Hooper trots down to first on the base on balls. Tying run at first in Harry Hooper. Jack Barry at second. 2 outs for Everett Scott. Scott's 0 for 3. 3 ground outs. Schalk goes out to have a word with Eddie Cicotte. Now back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target. 2 outs, 2 on, 3-1 White Sox. Bottom of the 7th, Cicotte with the scuff ball. It's a 93. He's going to get out of the inning. High fly ball to left. Shoeless Joe Jackson coming in. He makes the catch, and the Red Sox strand 2. We go to the top of the 8th, 3-1, the 1919 White Sox over the 1916 Red Sox. Time is running short on the Bambino and crew. The Babe goes back to the mound for the top of the 8th. Scott makes the last out. Due up for the White Sox, Collins, Weaver, and Jackson to face George Herman, Babe Ruth. Buck Weaver, 0 for 2 with a sac bunt. Strikeout and a ground out. Ruth pitches to Bucky Weaver. 32, left-handed. That's a walk. So Buck Weaver works a walk. Oh, wait a second. 32. Eddie Collins should be up. Liebold made the last out, so did Eddie? Yep, his card stuck. So Eddie Collins is up. My faux pas. 32 to Eddie Collins. Still a walk. So Eddie Collins walks. Prior to that, he doubled and scored. Flew out and grounded out. So Collins at first, 3-1. Now Buck Weaver comes to the plate. Will we? Nope, they're going to let Bucky Weaver swing away. Hope for that 13. We should have. Thank God we didn't roll for the bunt. We would have been out anyway. 94 flies out to left. Retreating back to first is Eddie Collins. Making the catch in left for the Red Sox was Lewis. So there's 1 out, 1 on. 3-1. White Sox. Top of the 8th. Shoeless Joe Jackson steps to the plate. 2 for 2. He's had an infield single in which he ended up scoring. Then he singled again and has a sac fly for a run batted in. Quite a good game for Shoeless Joe Jackson. K-Fan says, go Sox. Hope all is well, K-Fan. The pitch to Shoeless Joe Jackson, 0-9. So Shoeless Joe Jackson on the 0-9 will single. Collins will stop at second as Jackson rips a single to center. So 1 out, 2 on. Shoeless Joe Jackson with his 3rd hit. Now bring up the cleanup hitter. I'm sorry, the 5th place hitter, Happy Felch. Felch, 0 for 2, including a bunt, line drive bunt back to Ruth. That turned into a double play. He has walked once. Ruth takes a deep breath. The pitch to Happy Felch. Double zeros! Normally a home run, but Ruth is an A+, so the home run on the A+ is a walk. So Happy Felch launches one deep to left and just misses the foul pole, but then works a walk. The bases are juiced. 2nd walk by Happy Felch in 2 consecutive at-bats. With 1 out, the Red Sox will play for 2. Chick Gandel, the first baseman, steps to the plate. 3-1. White Sox looking to break it open. Chicky is 2 for 3. He singled twice and knocked in a run. Also flown out to Hooper and right. The pitch to Chick Gandel, that is an 18, and that's going to be trouble, as that is a single. With the bases juiced, Collins scores from third, 4-1. Definitely Chick Gandel bet the White Sox tonight. Jackson is a moderate runner. He's going to try to score from second because it is an even roll, so he can try to score from second. Center fielder for the Red Sox is Walker. Average arm, we need a 10 and under. And no, Jackson scores. 5-1 White Sox, and that's the Bambino now with 5 runs given up. Will be done. We'll try to get his pitching grade will drop to an A, and we'll try to get him through this inning, and we'll see if we probably let him go through the game. Well, I don't want to switch pitchers right now. Bases were loaded. Collins scored. Did I mess up? 1, 2, 3. No, Gandel singled. Okay. Collins scored. Jackson scores from second. Felch goes to third. And Gandel is at first. So runners on the corner, still only 1 out. White Sox plate 2 in the top of the 8th. 5-1. Ruth will stay out there. Felch at third. Gandel at first. Here's the pitch to Swede Risberg. 24. That's another single, and that might be it for George Herman, Babe Ruth. Trotting in from third is Happy Felch. Now 6-1 White Sox. Going first to third with one out is Chick Gandel. As that ball was hit to center, but Chicky got a good read on it. Even roll, you take 2 bases. Gandel's a moderate runner. And Risberg picks up his third hit. Holy cow. So that's your third run, 6-1, and that's going to be it for George Herman. You know what? Let's see if we can get him out of this freaking inning first. They're going to stick with Ruth. The pitch to Ray Schalk. Schalk is hitless with a sac bunt. First and third. 52. That'll be the double play ball that gets him out of the inning. 4-6-3 off the bat of Ray Schalk. But the White Sox score 3, and a dejected Babe Ruth comes off the mound shaking his head. So that was 4-6-3 double play off the bat of Ray Schalk. Barry Scott Holblitzel. But this game is broken wide open. Eddie Cicotte now has a 5-run lead. Tabletop Sports Delaware has joined us here. Our good friend Chris, check out that wonderful channel. Also here is Midlife Crisis and JT. As everyone's rooting for the Sox, you can't go wrong if you bet the Sox. One of the Sox are going to win. Doesn't look like it's going to be the Red Sox, though. White Sox of 1919, the Black Sox up 6-1 over the 1916-led Red Sox. The leader, George Herman, Babe Ruth, but they have gotten to him for 6 runs. As we just witnessed, 3 came in the top of the 8th. Ruth will most likely, will take him out probably. Red Sox sent up Holblitzel, Walker, and Gardner. Eddie Cicotte's only given up 1 run. The pitch from Cicotte to Dick Holblitzel, 88. And that's going to be a fly out to Happy Felch in center. 88. Negative defender. Happy Felch is not a negative defender. If he was, it would drop in. Let's just double check. Felch is a positive defender. He makes the diving catch into the gap, robbing Holblitzel. So a great catch by Happy Felch. And there is 1 down, and look at that. I already had it up there. 6-1 White Sox. Tilly Walker comes to the plate. Walker scored the only run for the Red Sox in his last at-bat after he tripled and scored on a ground out by Gardner. The pitch to Tilly Walker. 86 from Cicotte to Walker. Fly ball to Happy Felch. Felch coming in, spins around and makes a basket catch, and the boos rain down here at Fenway. They didn't like that mustard on that hot dog. And Felch just tells the Fenway fans they're number 1. So Happy Felch feeling good. 2 outs, bases empty. 6-1 White Sox. The boos continue to rain down on Happy Felch, and now some debris. Felch laughs at the fans. Here's Gardner. He's knocked in the only run. The pitch to the Red Sox third baseman, 53. That will end the inning as he grounds it to second. Collins flips to first. The side is retired. Chick Gandel spikes the ball. Top of the 9th. 6-1 White Sox. Ruth will pitch. Will Ruth pitch? We could bring in Mays. Ruth is now, it's given up 6 runs. Again, by rules, you can alter the, it's up to you. 5 or more runs, minus an inning, minus a grade level. We're going to let Ruth pitch. He's an A pitcher, as he's an A+ throughout the game, but he loses that. So we're going to let him pitch. The pitch to Nemo Leibold, who he owns, Oh, no, first Cicotte. Cicotte, 75. He'll make contact. He flies out to Harry Hooper. Cicotte, 0 for 3, but does have that sac fly. He's batted one in, Eddie. Now top of the order in Liebolt. Should have never had Liebolt in the lineup. He's horrible against lefties. The pitch to Liebolt, 25, normally a decent roll. He does make contact, grounds it to Holblitzel, who flips to Ruth, 2 away. Scoring at home, 3-1. Here's Eddie Collins. The pitch from Ruth to Collins, 82. How do you do? Collins lifts that ball, center field. Going back a bit, it starts to carry. And reaching up and making the catch is Tilly Walker. Wow. So 1, 2, 3. Go the White Sox in the top of the ninth. Last call for alcohol at 2. You're through. So Eddie Cicotte looking for the complete game. He's only given up 1 run in 8 innings. He has a 5-run lead. He will face, in the bottom of the ninth, Lewis, Thomas, Barry, and Ruth. If anyone gets on, the pitch to Duffy Lewis. 23 for Duffy Lewis. He works a walk. Red Sox desperately need base runners. Lewis at first for Pinch Thomas. Thomas is hitless. The pitch to Pinch Thomas. 67. He'll remain hitless as that ball is hit to third on that 7 roll. I don't think they'll get the force out at second. Yes, they do. They do, but they can't turn 2, so Duffy Lewis is out. Thomas reaches on the fielder's choice, 5-4. As Weaver goes to Collins. So there's 1 out. Red Sox down to their final 2 outs. It's stuck again. Oh, it's the Red Sox, dumbass. The Red Sox are up. So Pinch Thomas at first. I was like, hey, that's not right. Looking at the wrong Sox. Pinch Thomas at first. 1 out. For Jack Barry. Barry is 2 for 2. 2 singles and a walk. The pitch to Jack Barry. And his magic continues. That is a 0-2 for Jack Barry. That's a single. Pinch Thomas is a slow runner, so he will stop at second. Unbelievable. The much maligned Jack Barry is 3 for 3 with a walk. He's been on base 4 times. No power whatsoever. Usually a 0-2, you're talking extra bases. It's not even a double. 0-1 is a double. But they'll take it. 1 out, 2 on. For Babe Ruth. Ruth will hit for himself. 0 through 29, he gets on, but he will not. 53. If it's on the ground, it's a double play most likely. That ball's hit to second, and that should be a 4-6-3 double play ending the game. And the misery for Babe Ruth on the mound and at the plate. So that ball's hit to second. The white die is a 3. It is a double play. This game is over. Eddie Cicotte goes the distance, and the White Sox win 6-1. So the Black Sox, 1919 White Sox, defeat the 1916 Red Sox 6-1 as Babe Ruth, the Bambino, gives up 6 runs and goes 0 for 4 at the plate, ending the game with a 4-6-3 double play. Ouch. Six, 1. Winning pitcher, Eddie Cicotte goes the distance. Losing pitcher, George Herman, Babe Ruth. That's Pine Tar Baseball. Great team set number 2. Hope everyone enjoyed that. That was fun. Now, we could have took Ruth out, but, I mean, what's the difference? This game is over. 3 outs. Save it. So, that's Pine Tar Baseball. I enjoy it. Quick, fun game. You can roll a green die to determine if you would roll all 4 dice. I got away from that because Kurt Berglund. James Formo doesn't roll all the dice, but it's something that's there if you want. I kind of like just rolling the 2 die and not having to roll all 3 die. And then the green die, if it's even, you do the blue. If it's odd, you do the red. The white die is always the white die. But I like this. It goes quicker. And I babble a lot, so going quicker is good. I like to thank Tabletop Sports Delaware, our good friend Chris. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel, JT. Thank you very much. Beatles Eternally. Check out his wonderful channel, Midlife Crisis. Thank you for joining us. RJL518. Wonderful, wonderful channel. So many fun channels in our community. I know you can't watch them all, but go by once in a while. Go by as much as you can. Smack that like button. Watch some of it, watch all of it, share, all that good stuff. Thank you to K-Fan, D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer. He always has fun when he is goat sitting, dog sitting, house sitting, always fun videos. Bears Den 007, thank you very much. Jim L., thank you. Rich Stickler, I think this is the first time we've seen Rich in the chat, and we greatly appreciate that. As he was asking how do baseball games compare to one another, and as I always say, play the games you like. Jack Dawson, thank you. Check out his channel. Bears Den 007. MV, Mouse in the House. Christopher Slovic was here, another wonderful YouTube content creator. SDG Replays is starting to stream again and putting up videos. Sports Time Machine, our good friend Mr. Utah Mike. All fun content creators. Steeler Fan 1933, a.k.a. Matt. Philip Reynolds, thank you. Robbie Wartburg, thank you. C&D TV, our good friend Tony Porter, another wonderful card and dice baseball channel. If you're in this community and you love baseball, you're a lucky camper because there's a lot of it all the time in our community. So, and our next game we'll do the 68 Cardinals because Bob Gibson in any baseball game, computer or card and dice in 68 is beast mode. Beast mode! So we're going to I think we'll do the 68 Cardinals against someone out of this set. We also have to continue. We're up to game 4 of our 1955 Dodgers taking on the 61 Yankees. That's coming back to the channel also. And we have the Dave Gardner hockey playoffs coming up. Bruins Islanders up in that series 3-1, so this is game 5. And I will go from the norm. I believe it's in the Mausoleum on Long Island, the Coliseum actually. Normally I play as the home team, but I'm going to ask Dave if it's okay to play as my Bruins. See if we can pull out a win there for them. So thank you very much. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. Play the games you like. Enjoy life. Life is too short here. A few too many bad people in the world on all sides of the aisles. But God will remedy that situation. And greatly appreciate your time. God bless. Stay safe. Be smart. You know what's coming, friends. The Chicago White Sox of 1919, 6th. The Boston Red Sox of 1916, 1. Eddie Cicotte outduels George Herman, Babe Ruth. Pine Tar Baseball, fun game. Check it out. You can try it for free. Go to this site or email Kurt Berglund. And, of course, peace! Love you all.